Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and all variations thereof, and welcome back to the it's Thursday. The Thursday stream. I have an orange. Like I need more vitamin. Yeah. I'm tired. If you couldn't tell. We are going to be playing Space Engineers, and the Lying in Bed Mon is going to be joining us in a moment. Got a lot of sleep. Titan! Thank you for the subscription to Tier 1. 19 months. Wow. 19 months. It's a long time. Yeah, good luck with the interview. Hope you succeed. Good luck, man. Good luck. Hope you do well. You'll be. Sorry, everyone. I'm currently peeling an orange. Seems to how most of my streams start these. Peelings. Well, anyway. Interesting. Good to know. Thank you, Lying. Is it just you, or is it me?
I'm pretty sure it's you.
There we go. Okay. Yeah, it was me.
It would have been very awkward if I was wrong.
Yeah. It's fine. Oh. It might be because I adjust my audio settings now and everything. That happens. I'm tired.
What are you tired of, Lucian V. Ghost?
Life.
I mean, valid, I guess.
Anyway, good afternoon, Lying.
Good evening.
Good evening. Is it evening already?
It's past 9, Lucian. The sun has gone down.
True, it's past watershed.
Which means we could swear.
Yes.
Or at least you could.
I can. Right. Last we left off, I drove down a cliff.
And I built a truck.
Well, technically a truck.
It flies, but it's still a truck. A train in the sky is still a train. Ask Dr. Brown.
I mean, a train in the sky, I'd call a sky train, but you know.
I mean, a train in the sky, I think we'd more immediately call a Asian concern.
True. Now, when I went down the cliff that I went down to get to where I am now, which is the magnesium deposit, I may have inadvertently broken a lot of stuff.
Uh-huh. Does that include for cargo?
Hmm?
Does that include cargo?
It was only my cargo, basically.
Ah.
Like, it was all the cargo containers that were on the back, basically. They all went pop. So, I think I need a shipment, yes.
Well, give me one hot second.
Cowboy Bebop is good. I can give you that. Okay, so that's...
What is it that you need, exactly?
I need enough stuff to build a set of wind turbine
Right.
and a survival.
Bearing in mind that the truckleweed itself only has 2 medium cargo containers, I will do my best.
I don't know. Basically, I just need enough stuff to start digging up the magnesium and processing it.
I apparently don't have my items, that's interesting.
What?
I've booted in with just regular gear, somehow.
Oh. That's weird.
Yeah. Were you playing
What?
this offline?
Nope. You were sitting in bed, right?
I might not have been.
Might not have been?
I spawned in next to the truckleweed.
Oh. Good evening, Lydia. Welcome to the stream. Oh, okay.
Okay, crafting at parts.
Alright. I'm gonna start setting up a landing.
And I will update the truckleweed's firmware.
My master builder with sci-fi. Out of all of the sci-fi shows, how many had space trucks? I don't know. I haven't
Space
watched
Truckers.
Yeah.
Space Truckers is literally a movie that exists.
Yeah. I mean, Cowboy Bebop also has space truckers. Like, they did a whole episode on space truckers. What else? How's the engineering in space going? It's going. It's going. Apparently we're not in space, we're on a planet, but it's going. Hi, Nick Matt. Apparently you forgot to turn off emote only mode, line.
No, I didn't. It's turned off now.
Haha.
It's supposed to turn off automatically, but my Stream Deck occasionally forgets to do something.
I see. Yeah, today's plan is to start construction of the dockyards at the magnesium mine, to start construction of said magnesium, and hopefully by the end of the stream we will have a framework for everything to run off. I also want to build a pipeline from Dockyards as our main mining. Magnesium mine is mine. They call it a mine. Ugh. Sudden and inexplicable pop culture reference.
I can barely see 5 feet in front of me. This is going to be an interesting drive.
How so?
Because it's very foggy and rainy.
Oh. I've never watched the old Battlestar Galactica version. Lying Stream Dead? What do you mean Lying Stream Dead? Lying?
Oh,
right?
yeah, it has gone wonky.
Uh-oh.
Ectoplate just completely froze. Oh, actually, my entire computer just froze. Huh.
Ah, okay. That's not great.
No, Elemental is getting old, but, oh. Okay, then.
Technical difficulties, guys. Stand by.
Fortunately, because I'm running in 2 different machines, you still got me.
Yeah. Yeah. Tech support has been alerted, everyone. Technically.
In that I'm technically support?
In that you are technically support, yes.
Alright, rebooting that. And while I wait for that to come back up, I will attempt to sail on over to you.
Sail? You have a boat?
Okay, fly.
Okay.
It's like sailing, but with an extremely, like, non-dense material.
I'm not sure that's... Go. Whatever.
Okay, the Truckleweed has like 12 minutes of power, so I'm gonna actually redock and recharge a little bit.
Maybe recharge before you come over.
Okay, 15 minutes, I'll be fully recharged.
Oh,
So, how's the cliff?
you mean this lovely sandy beach that I'm standing on?
I mean, the cliff you went down.
I'm thinking of demolishing it.
But it has a rich history of screwing you over.
Uh-huh. It didn't actually screw me over all that much.
It destroyed your
managed
cargo modules. That's pretty significant.
I managed to salvage most of the cargo. The only thing that seems to be missing is the medical components and some construction components. Everything else I managed to salvage. It just sprayed all over the floor.
Well, good thing you weren't carrying armaments. Those would
Okay.
explode.
Yep. But that's what we're here for.
So thankfully, my firmware update for the Truckleweed includes a cruise control feature.
Interesting.
Which, when activated, deactivates the reverse thrusters, and then maxes out the thruster override of the forward thruster until you hit a certain speed. Meaning I save a lot of more power compared to just constantly having the thruster override on. Truly, the Truckleweed is a marvel of technology. And mostly code. So how's your week been, anyways?
My week has been, I'd like to say, uneventful. We played Star Wars Galactic Battlegrounds yesterday. That was something.
Oh.
It's basically...
I've never touched it, so...
It's basically Age of Empires, but Star Wars themed, right?
Right, yeah, makes sense.
And in that vein of things, it's as old as Age of Empires. Which means that it's basically a relic from times past, in the fact that you couldn't change the resolution when you booted it up, because the main menu and the actual game had two different resolution settings.
Huh.
Which was a thing, I guess. There were some interesting little bits and pieces that I was not expecting from that particular game. And we spent a good 45 minutes at the start of the stream trying to figure out how to set up the multiplayer for it. Which, granted, wasn't as hard as I thought it would be, but it was still annoying. And yes, Nick, we are here to explain. Or at least we're here to provide entertainment to you guys, which
frequently
involves...
takes the form of one or more of us exploding.
Yeah, exactly.
Or being present in an explosion, because the internet could definitely take that statement out of context.
What?
You've never heard that? Okay,
No.
don't worry about it.
No, I think that's just...
Alright, 10 minutes to full recharge.
Lovely.
The base here does not have a necessarily magnificent power supply.
No. Hopefully we'll be able to get up our hydrogen house.
Oh, and now it's dark too. On that note, let me see how the Trill's doing, because I get to what level.
Right. Want to play whole game. Hard copy of 2001 RTS.
Oh. Wow.
That sounds...
That's going back a bit.
Yeah. Mind you, Star Wars Galactic Battlegrounds came out in 1997. So...
is some substantial history to that particular RTS game.
So I've been told. Never played it myself. I was always more in the Age of Empires, Stronghold area. Well, if you want someone other than lying, Esper, you'll have to get them on the stream. It's a little hard to do in this situation. Why did you hear a police siren from the stream? I've no idea. It's part of them picking on.
Certainly wasn't them finally figuring out where I live. I mean, I'm a perfectly upstanding citizen who definitely follows all laws.
Yeah, you've definitely not committed mass genocide on a multiversal scale.
Definitely not. And even if I have, good luck proving that the multiverse exists.
Is it... There is a new Dune game out. You are correct, Titan. Somewhere. Okay.
For those in Lucian's chat wondering, my stream is steadily rebooting.
Slowly but surely.
7 minutes to full recharge on the truckleweed. I'll probably not need all of that to get to you, but better safe than sorry.
Better safe. I mean, you are 27.8 kilometers.
Yeah. About 7 minutes on the batteries, Esper. Or do you mean how long until my stream's back up?
I think both, I guess. Second one.
Oh, that'll still be a few minutes, I think. Apologies, everybody. There were some big gains in making a 2-PC setup, but one of them was not having the oldest computer I've ever continuously had be my streaming computer. But imagine if I was actually taking all this time booting up Space Engineers. You'd be watching a black screen.
Instead, they get to watch me place blocks for God knows how long.
The entertaining thing about the Stream Deck is it has a small amount of RAM in it, so it knows what it was showing when it was last turned off.
Huh.
Which means that I have a clock visible that tells me exactly when Elemental froze.
Interesting.
20 minutes past the hour, or 5 minutes into the stream.
Ah, that's not great.
It happens.
I think you had 6 ambulances in your street, Tyson? Why in the world did you... That seems like a health risk.
I mean, I imagine that's why the ambulances were there.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You'll have your copy of the first Command and Conquer Librarian S1 and
Sorry,
PC.
what did you just say, Lucian? Command and Conquer Librarian Wars?
Either Titan has typed Librarian Wars or it's Tiberian Wars. I can't tell because
It is Tiberian.
Tiberian. Okay. Yeah, I'm just looking at that and my... Okay, so...
Librarian?
Sorry, but like, you know how... Okay. Have you ever, like, looked at a light and it looks like it's turned into, like, a big spotlight star thing?
Sort of.
Yeah. I have that, but a hell of a lot worse. So the coloration from, like, lettering tends to blend together at times. So if someone puts a really bright block of, like, white over the top of a white word, that'll start blending together, and I will not be able to read it properly for some reason.
Is this where you're about to tell me that you run Twitch on light mode?
No, I run Twitch on dark mode.
Okay.
If I ran it on light mode, I wouldn't be able to see a thing.
Your eyes might need seeing too.
No, it's just a standard thing that apparently a lot of people have. It's just mine's worse than... Okay. Yes. Command and Conquer Librarian War.
I'm trying to imagine what that would even look like.
I mean, I think it would look pretty cool.
A bunch of stern elderly women in glasses and whatnot just approaching your base. trying to collect late fees.
I mean, I'm honestly imagining more of a,
Are you imagining sexy librarians?
What? No. I mean, well, to me, sexy librarians are redheaded twinks, but, you know. No. I was actually gonna say, I was more imagining, like, essentially combat via books. Just throwing books at people.
Well, as Doctor Who once said, they are the best weapons in the universe.
Debatable.
Okay, I have Russell up.
Energy low.
XSplit is slowly coming back online.
Good. Noah Wild character. Who's Noah Wild? I'm missing a lot of, like, pop culture information, I guess.
From... Do you not remember Noah Wild from ER?
Nope. Never watched it.
Okay, he was also in a long-standing series called The Librarians for like 5 years.
I see.
Also Leverage, most recently. Yeah, he was, Carter, I believe? John Carter in AR?
Nope. Alright. Doesn't ring a bell.
Well...
Like, I don't watch stuff. Like,
That was like the late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah? I was born in 1999, lying.
Oh right, yes, you're a baby, I forget about that.
Yes, compared to you, old man.
You...
Yeah, people have a tendency to forget that I am actually only 22.
In fairness, you sound mid-30s.
I sound
voice alone,
mid-30s, and I act like I'm late 20s.
Well, you can act late 20s whilst you're doing those sit-ups.
Yes. Breakwater. feel like an old woman, Lydia? I mean, I sometimes feel like an old woman, but maybe that's just my spine. Congratulations on being 10 years older than me, Ivan. Okay, so everyone is 10 years older than me. I see. Even Sliver is almost 10 years older than me. Sliver's in his early 30s.
Right, I am ready to set off, but I can't see the ground because it's pitch black. So I don't know. I don't know what altitude I'll be at.
Well, watch out for the mountains, I guess.
You're below the horizon, but thankfully my cunning use of code will in fact autocorrect for that.
Good luck.
Autopiloting. Yeah, cruise control engaged.
Candor is redeemed 5 push. And sit up 5 push. Yay.
If I attempt to maintain an altitude of 200 meters, I should be fine.
Yeah, Candor. I mean, I always thought of you as a hipster regardless, so I don't think it makes a difference, but sure.
Better hip than hip replacement.
Yes? What?
Well, to be hip is generally to be trendy and young, whereas a hip replacement implies age.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Altitude is dropping sharply. I presume that's because I'm flying over the mountain you well know.
Probably.
Jesus, it's steep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually having trouble getting altitude faster than it.
Ooh, be careful.
I think I'm good. 300 meters.
I mean, your hips may hate you, Lydia, but you've got to know your
Whoa,
hips don't
that's
lie.
the cliff!
Oh, what? Are you alright, Line?
I'm fine, I'm just furiously gaining altitude.
I see.
Jesus, how high does this thing go?
High. The answer. I'm gonna do my sit-ups while I wait.
Okay. Well, everybody, welcome to the Lying Podcast. Should be back online in a short minute. I just don't want to hit this mountain. So I'm just going to park midair for a hot second. Ugh. There's nothing quite as terrifying when you're at 200 meters in midair to see in front of you than a tree.
5. 7. 8. 9. 10.
Oh, thankfully it was not the world's tallest tree. Well, actually, would I rather crash into a tree or a mountain? There is the question, I guess.
5. 4. Well, a mountain is more likely to destroy your vehicle.
You are not wrong there. Also, at least dawn is coming, so I can kind of see the edge of where this mountain is.
Woo. You were growing up, you were around when steam engine used fire station go. The old police car, fire engine, tanks, plane. Oh, that sounds cool, actually. Now, I actually used to play GTA San Andreas, Lydia. San Andreas, rather. Was it?
Okay,
GTA
my stream should be
Vice
back
City?
online.
I don't remember. Woo!
So people can now see me doing actually hair cold right now because the cruise control is handling this entirely.
Fair enough.
There really isn't anything quite as terrifying as flying through a pitch black sky at nearly a kilometer altitude and seeing rock in front of you. I'm glad I set the spotlights to max distance. Jesus.
The current project, Candor, is the dockyard, or rather, it is the magnesium mine, which is going to link up to the dockyard, which we are then going to use to construct the Nevermore. And I'm sure that'll go well. I still think I need to ask Spacebar if he can mod in some ores. I thought that there were other steam trains that still ran. Or do you mean commercial steam train items? Like actual passenger commercial. Okay. Esper, did you put sunglasses on my tea-like emote? I was wondering why it looked weird to me. I was looking at it and I was going, hold on, that doesn't look quite right.
Only just noticed that.
Well, I was looking at it earlier and I was going, hold on, there's something different about that emote and I can't quite put my finger on it.
Okay, I am about 6 kilometers out.
Okay.
Still about half an hour power.
Okay, fine.
Well, 23 minutes to be exact, but still.
Well, once we get power production, yeah.
You buy the giant thing of water. Otherwise known as a lake, I guess.
Yes.
Okie doke. Can you see me Father Christmas-like in the sky?
You don't have an antenna. So
I do, but not accessible from this chair. And heck no am I getting out. But I am flying through the night sky with my spotlights on, so...
What do you mean
I may
not
somewhat resemble a
accessible
sled.
from the chair?
Well, the right control chair in this thing controls most of the propulsion systems. The left one is supplementary systems.
You can't just go into the control panel and adjust the range?
I can, but that would defeat the point of dividing them.
Sure, okay.
Well, I see an object beneath me.
An object.
So I have turned off the cruise control. And I'm now carefully descending. From 1.7 kilometers in the air.
I see. Well, there's a relatively large platform of scaffolding.
I'm pretty sure if I land on that, I'll destroy it taking off. I can handle dirt.
Alright. Still don't see you.
Really? I thought it was quite obvious.
I mean, you might be over the magnesium mine marker, 2.3 kilometers away from where I am.
Is line gonna crash like a comet? Rude?
I mean, think of it this way. You'll be coming down like a star.
I don't know how to take that in a way that doesn't involve drugs.
I mean, I didn't really think... I wasn't really thinking about that when I said it, but okay, sure.
Okay, I can literally see you moving around. How can you not see me now? I'm less than a kilometer from you.
Yeah, no,
My lights are on, for God's sake.
I do not see you. Oh, no, there you are. Your signals just came into range.
Lord. No, I just turned the antenna on.
Oh, I see.
How do you not see this?
I don't. Like, if I turn my HUD off, you are literally a speck on the night sky. And now that you're about 300 meters away, I can sort of see the light beams, but that's about it.
Again, I cannot see the ground beneath me, so... I apologize if I squish anything.
You'll be fine.
Do you need me to take the heavy cargo back for repairs?
Do you think you can carry it? Because I don't think you can.
The truckleweed, incomplete, levitated that transport.
Okay,
and that was when it still had cargo
containers. Let me put it this way. I don't think you have enough power to be able to lift it and take it back.
I mean, the truckleweed wasn't even on full power back then.
Well, yeah, but you only had... Like, how much power do you have at the moment? Hovering on your own.
45 minutes.
35 minutes. That'll probably be cut in half when you're carrying that thing heavy. Welcome to... I don't know. What are we calling this place?
Well, according to your very beautiful penmanship on the GPS coordinate, it's the magnesium deposit.
Oh yeah, it is the magnesium deposit. Alright. Okay.
But yep, you should have enough stuff in there for 2 wind turbines and a survival kit, plus some spare steel plates for building.
Oh, I have plenty of steel plates.
I just wanted to be sure.
Yeah, that's bad.
There's rarely such a thing as too many steel plates.
True.
Next question, are there 2 beds here?
No, I am about to build.
Right.
Hopefully. Please tell me you brought some construction. Don't worry, I have some in my inventory.
You've lost a couple lights at the back here, I see, as well.
Yeah.
Ooh. Surprised your batteries are intact.
Oh no, the batteries are fine. I didn't hit anything.
Except the arguably most important part.
I basically rolled over on my back. Batteries are, underneath. I'm missing 3 computers.
Did you grab everything out of the trouble weight? Let me have a look. There's still 21 steel plates, but I don't see computers.
Alright. What is
I don't
it
have
on
manufacturing on the triple weed, so I can't help you.
Yeah. What is it on the transport?
The cockpit?
Text panels.
That too, I guess. Oh, the cockpits have 20.
Hmm? Yeah, I don't.
You sure?
For the moment, yeah.
Alright, I'm taking the truckle weed back then.
Alright.
Unless there's absolutely anything else you need it for.
Don't think so at the moment. Don't drink and smoke a spliff and fly. Ha ha ha. Did I do a Captain Shack and lose part of the ship that did? You can still keep going? Pretty much. I lost the cargo containers when we tumbled down the hill last stream. Ah.
What's up?
Motors.
I think there might be some in the cockpit.
There
There will definitely be some in the ample wheels you have.
Yeah. Each of the wheels on one motor.
How many do you need?
6.
There's more than 6 wheels on that thing.
Yeah, no, but I mean it wouldn't be grinding down a lot of them.
Well, you're not going anywhere right now. And I don't have wheels.
Engine. Power cell in them, so I can't read them. Okay, have power. Ooh. Right. Survival kit.
You can now respawn there.
Yep.
I am never making this trip without daylight again. I don't need to just see my altitude meter plummet.
I mean, can't be helped, realistically speaking.
Not without boring a hole, I guess. Maybe I should just put, like, some kind of spotlight turret on this thing.
You know that searchlights come on.
Yeah, I just don't have one. And I'm certainly not getting out in the middle of this darkness to do it. Only 10k from home, anyways. And then I get to start work on the cargo module for this. Which, bonus, will include large batteries, so we'll at least be able to power it even longer. I'm actually a little, like, amazed you managed to navigate to get the heavy cargo to where it is. Given the apparent mountain terrain in between us.
Oh yeah, I did say I had to drive down a massive cliff. But also, unlike you, I didn't take a direct route from point A to point B. I had to follow the road.
Which is why I was able to do it twice so far in one stream.
Yeah. Stop bragging.
The power of flight, Lucian. Aerodynamics be damned.
Yeah. Say that until you accelerate so fast that you start burning up.
I mean, I don't have enough thrust to do that in the trickle weeds.
True.
You don't have. Whilst it is.
You don't have enough thrust or aerodynamics.
Whilst the trickleweed is able to, like, say, heck off to aerodynamics through the use of Eldritch Code, the aerodynamics do still set something of a speed limit to it, given that it is shaped like a brick.
Yeah. Space is pretty lit, right? This is Agaris. Kind of, not Ares. The Ares system that Captain Arthur is working on is yet, as far as I'm aware. Sorry, orange. So, weapons that we're planning on putting together. At the moment, it's mainly ammunition manufacturing. But we'll probably be building a couple of custom turrets. I've already got a bunch of custom turrets on the Nevermore as part of its design. I also have like several cranes, which I'm really happy with how those look. But in general, we'll basically just be using the weapons.
Nothing too wrong with them.
I'm not sure that Lying would want me to add more mods than I already have.
I just flew over a mountain ridge that was like 1.7 kilometers in altitude, so yeah, I'm gonna go with that. I'm already deliberately defying the aerodynamics mod.
I still think that's gonna end badly.
For me or the aerodynamics mod? Lydia hat with the Eldorado gif.
Or both. Yes. No, I do think... Like, at some point we could add Pilfit's Northwind Weapons mod. I do quite like. But I'm not particularly fussed about that at the moment. Right. That was it. Of course, in order to add Pilfit's weapons mod, we'd also have to add weapon core. Isn't a bad thing.
What does that add?
Weapon core is a modding framework. Basically overhauls the vanilla weapons AI and other systems.
AI, you say?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of AI are we talking?
We're talking about the kind of AI that shoots your own grids when it's trying to shoot something else.
Oh.
And that's the vanilla one. The weapon core mostly reduces that and manages other stuff. I was... gone. Okay. Oh well. Alright. I didn't make the... Well, you flew off before I could make the bed, so we... Oh well.
Yep. But I survived and I've docked again. Is there any way we can change the config on that mod so that we can actually sleep without having to be 5 feet from one another?
Nope. Don't think so.
Damn. That is a substantial oversight on the modder's part.
I mean, in fairness, it's not 5 feet, it's within 15 kilometers of each other.
Yes, and we've just established that our, 2 points right now are 30 apart.
Yeah, but, I still think, that's a fairly decent distance.
Except that we're only ever going to be on this world when we're streaming, and it being pitch black is somewhat antithetical to that notion.
I suppose. We just need a nuke people... We just need a nuke like how people use over 10,000 TNT in Minecraft and nuke it all. I mean... We could build a Lotus.
A What?
A Lotus. Okay, so the Lotus is a piece of weaponized engineering built by Wasted Space. Basically, it is a nuke. Well, no, it's a warhead printer and launch system that you drop into atmosphere, and it will slowly fall down through the atmosphere, spinning while printing and deploying warheads.
Oh, I see what you mean now. It's a cluster bomb.
It's basically a giant cluster bomb, yeah. It causes a massive amount of destruction, and it itself is also an explosive, so when it hits the ground, ba-boom.
I mean, you'd hate for anything in the dead middle of the blast radius to survive, wouldn't you?
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah. A Lotus would be interesting to drop on one of the outposts. One of the ROS outposts, but we'll see. We are going to have to build some combat vehicles, though, at some point.
I'm sure I can throw something together. It might look like a jalopy with a machine gun on the back, but it'll work.
I mean, we'll see. What was I meant to be doing? I was meant to be... I'm trying to think. Tactical Robin reliant. What do you say to that line? Aang is apparently dead. Oh well.
Am I?
Well, you weren't talking.
Again?
So.
Oh no, I've been talking this whole time. I'm just somewhat distracted.
I see. Distracted
You know what
by
else I didn't? You know what I didn't respawn with because I lost all my stuff?
What?
My hydrogen tank.
Ah, are you in a hole?
Thankfully, no, but it was damn close. I
see.
very nearly got stuck down the well.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that have been appropriate?
Talk about recurring themes.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, if we stuck a Robin reliant on a rocket, maybe we could turn that into a nuke. Okay, that's refinery and
Do you have an iron supply over there?
no, but we have stone. That'll do. Oh.
Maybe once I got the cargo module, then I can ship you some iron.
That would be nice. Yeah, we are going to need some pretty heavy firepower because the installations on this planet that are protecting the gold and the nickel that we're going for are unpleasant, as I found out last night.
Yeah, you mentioned someone.
Yeah. Wasted has his own Agaris save that I occasionally play on to learn the ropes, as it were. And yeah, we found out the hard way that actually the ROS stuff is not happy. That's basically. It does not like anything. It will shoot you down as soon as you're in their territory. Or not as soon as, but once you go into their territory, they'll start sending stuff out to kill you. Not pleasant.
Inventory full.
Yeah, no, I do remember Top Gear. Titan. I don't
What's a Top Gear?
I don't think about it often these days. The producers, well, the presenters rather, are only one of them's even. Well, no, I say only one of them's
Alive?
even. What?
Only one of them still alive?
Did some of them die?
I don't know. I don't keep up.
I don't know. I mean, I would only call one of them an idiot. The other two are just followers, but still.
Which one is the idiot?
Clarkson.
I'd say there's arguments for all three of them being some degree of idiot.
Okay. Clarkson's the only one who is an outwardly racist idiot.
Okay, yeah, give you that.
Yeah. Whereas Hammond and May are just followers, basically. I've never seen any outwardly, specifically racist comments from Clarkson and May, basically.
Yeah, May seems genuinely like a decent guy, I want to say. For the most part.
Hammond...
I've never known a bad thing about May.
Like, the funny thing is, Hammond actually lives near where my grandmother lived.
Well, yeah, of course he does. Must be nice being able to afford that.
Oh, well, my grandmother lives in a tiny little cottage in the countryside. It would be nice to afford something like that. Oh. God, the economy's... Yeah, I'd have choice words for Clarkson as well, Lydia, to be honest. Like, the man's a appalling human being, honestly. Like, I don't blame Hammond and May for still being around him. Like, they've been working together for years at this point. And, like, I'm sure it's not easy to separate oneself from, well, basically all of that. But at the same time, yeah, if I was them, I would have left Clarkson in the dust a long time ago. Picked him up because he is a piece of work.
To say the least.
Like, after you've worked with someone for 15 years, there is a degree of difficulty in pushing that relationship
Separating?
aside. Yeah. But, and I sort of understand that. I really don't think they should. Because, like, okay, so after Top Gear ended, I was like, okay, I sort of enjoyed some of the content that this was. Some of the ridiculous stuff they did was kind of it. And then they came out with the Grand Tour, and I was like, okay, I'll give this a go. Tune in, episode maybe 1, I think it was. Clarkson attempts to pitch an idea for a human-powered car where I think it was a Pakistan man was sitting in the boot to drive it.
Did it have to be Pakistani, or?
Specifically, yes. Few episodes later, he pitches an idea for a reversing camera who happens to be a Chinese man. And it's just like,
I'm seeing a theme here.
I'm seeing a theme here. I'm not comfortable with this. I'm gonna stop watching this now. Like, it was not good. Like, you can tell that the BBC were holding him back from doing a lot of this stuff, and now that, yeah, it was not good.
Well, I think that show also got cancelled, so...
Grand Tour? No, I think that went on to have several specials. And
Well,
like,
it went on to, but I'm pretty sure it's not going anymore.
Isn't it? I don't remember. I didn't keep
Well,
up.
he's got his farm to run now.
Oh God! Don't.
Where
talk
he's
to me
not
about
even
that.
like the fan favorite character. It says a lot when you have Jeremy Clarkson doing and the person that everybody wants to see is the random farmer that has to put up with him. Still going? Ugh.
Oh God!
Well, I suppose once the farm kind of gave over.
Esper, you grayed my carrot! How dare you gray my carrot? Huh?
Oh, I finally have sunlight.
Congratulations.
Is it sunny where you are?
No.
Well, I still can't see the ground for the most part, but I can see the sky now.
That's good. I mean, the mountains cast some pretty big shadows.
Fortunately, the sun is coming up on the other side of them, and
Lydia,
Jesus
how dare
Christ!
you squish my carrot?
I hadn't actually taken the moment to look at how tall these mountains are. Jesus.
Yeah, no, the mountains are fucking massive. No, I saw the pirate gear. Sorry, Dragon Reaper, I saw it.
Which pirate gear?
My pirate gear.
Huh?
And now Esper's flipping my peak emote. think Esper's just using the channel points to unlock all the emotes, and then alter all the emotes.
Quite possibly. That sounds like Esper.
I mean, you might as well. Like, the channel points are pretty useless otherwise.
Energy low.
Buddy, 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 buddy. Yes. Yes, Titan. Birdie. 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 Birdie, birdie, birdie. Potato. Potato. Birdie. Have about 22k points with nothing to spend them on. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. Like some stream channels that I watch, I have like 20, I don't know, like 240,000 points on Wasted, for example, or like 22,000 on DEs. Like, yeah, I have a lot of points all over the place. Yeah, Lydia just sitting on 47k. It's yeah, there's a lot.
I mean, I'm only sitting on 1.3. Because I spend them to make you suffer.
I mean, no you don't, though.
Maybe not right now, because the sit-ups are 10k, or like 3k.
Yeah.
But I do.
Time to stretch. Oh, I just heard my neck crack. I've considered putting in some sound effect options, sure. But honestly, okay, so I get the appeal of sound effect options, but I personally don't like having them because I feel like it ruins the the feel of the stream. It ruins the flow. I definitely wouldn't have them enabled on something like a story game stream.
Oh, definitely. You don't want to be doing like a story read through and then suddenly there's a fart noise.
Yeah, or something like being in the middle of a cutscene and then suddenly you just have like stuff happening all around you while you're trying to listen to what the NPCs are saying. Yeah. Ooh, basic assembler. Yeah, that is true, Titan. You do that a lot. You do put out bounties on silver and sand. Oh good, it's starting to get light. Yeah.
It is a bright, clear, sunny day for me.
Okay. So, I have some design input requirements line.
Oh.
Since basically what I'm going to be, at least, is going to be like our main base. of like as far as like staging grounds and everything is concerned. It's going to be
Right.
our main base. How do we want to essentially, like, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what's the best way for us to design it. I'm thinking like some sort of like big shipyard sort of dry dock, but I don't know. What do you think?
Dry dock sounds nice. Does that lake actually connect to, like, the ocean?
Well, that's what I've been working on at the moment, is a sort of a large pier, or a large pair of piers. But
Well, as long as one's big enough for your ship.
Oh, it'll be big enough. Don't worry.
I'm very much one for, given the sheer scale of this place, just ignoring the terrain where possible. But obviously we do need some access to the sea to get some stuff.
Yes. We definitely need access to for platinum, for example.
So obviously we need some kind of water base, and also we need, ideally, some kind of, I guess, airport. Some kind of runway area.
Yeah. Probably. I mean, you might as well be a hitman, Titan, considering the amounts of bounties and targets you've redeemed on me and Sliver and Saren's streams. That's fair, Esper. Like, 287,000 points is nothing to scoff at.
Certainly not.
Just goes to show how much you enjoy the content. I think that's one of the good things about the points system, is like, it basically shows you how long you've been watching someone. And I think that's good. I need a projector. I project the chip into the bay so that I can tell if I've made this point enough.
That's a really big ship. Is that not going to cause a bit of lag?
Yes?
Well, good to know in advance.
I haven't even built the projector yet. Okay. Blueprint. Oh, yeah. Oh, that might not. Actually.
Hello.
Oh, that's definitely not wide enough.
Oh no.
Oh, that's fine. I can widen it. Oh, wait. Not centered. Oh, it might be wide enough, actually. I still think it go out by bits and pieces because it might be just about wide enough, but that's not really good enough. Yeah, this is the Nevermore, by the way, guys. G big, G thick.
Very, very appropriate that I'm hearing through a raven that you're building a ship called the Nevermore. Was it named before or after Russell?
It was named after. I won't lie. I sort of named it the Nevermore because you didn't name Russell Nevermore. So I went, well, okay, well, we need a Nevermore in this series, so I'm gonna build a ship called the Nevermore.
How black is the Nevermore gonna be? Fairly, if I remember the screenshots.
It's basically a dark grayish black color. But yeah, don't worry, guys. There is a reason why the Nevermore is that big.
That's the one. Is that the Nevermore is the ship, isn't it?
Yes.
Right, because you're doing a Project Atlantis.
Sort of.
At least I think it was called Project Atlantis. It's been a while since I looked at that story.
What do you mean?
Okay, so a long time ago there was a country called Russia, and they had nuclear submarines, and then they lost one. So the Americans hired a millionaire to make a big ship to steal it.
Yes! Sorry. When I was building the Nevermore, someone actually linked me the story of that ship. And...
It was like Project Atlantis, Project Aquarius, something like that.
No, it's, fuck. That... What was it? Oh, fuck. I saw...
Tip of your tongue.
Yeah, like... I know someone in my chat actually just threw me that and went, yeah, this was a thing. And apparently it was like... It used to be an oil rig ship that they converted into a submarine
cradle, essentially.
Cradle, yeah.
It was just, it's like one of the most ludicrous things to ever have actually legit happened.
Project Azorian. There we go.
That's the one.
Yeah, it was the purpose-built ship Hughes Glomar Explorer. That's what it was. That, like, someone linked that to me while I was, like, building the Nevermore in the first stream I started building that. And I was like, yeah, that's sort of what we're going for. Sort of.
The problem sort of with making a detached drill to drop through the whole thing is it needs to be powered and it needs to have a place to put stuff. Previously, I have tried to make one of these well, like, these well pits, I guess you'd call them, with the tumbleweed, but the tumbleweed had an accident.
Mm-hmm.
It did hit the water, at least.
Yeah, you mean you dropped the tumbleweed down a hole?
I detached the tumbleweed, forgetting I'd turned the thrusters off to conserve power, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And it was parked directly overhead of that hole. I did not drop it.
Yeah, she.
Yes, Shadow. Isaac Newton is the deadliest mofo in space, we know. Although not a lot of things are referred to as laws these days. Because scientists figured out that they are frequently, they frequently are, like, wrong to some degree, eventually. So they stopped naming things laws. But of course a good scientist knows that they'll eventually be wrong. A bad scientist forces the data to fit anyways. And that's just science. It doesn't mean anyone is lying to you, idiots in the middle of a pandemic. Humbug.
But yes.
Humbug, grumble, grumble.
This, for those who are unaware, is the Nevermore. It is the submarine carrier ship that I'm planning on constructing in order to go and mine platinum at the bottom of a deep sea trench. Also,
in theory, as we've found out, I could try to fly the truckleweed to the platinum, but it's below crush depth, so...
It's below crush depth. Now, I have found out some information about how crush depth works.
Right.
Essentially, in order to prevent your ship from getting crushed, you need to have it pressurized. Any block that is adjacent to or within a pressurized environment will not be subject to the crush depth.
Okay. So you need to have a completely pressurized interior.
Yes.
Which more or less means it has to be a large grid.
No.
No?
You can pressurize small grid.
No, I was not aware.
Yeah, that's why there's small grid air vents.
I honestly never thought to have any kind of use for them.
Oh. Well, I do a lot of, like, small grid gone large stuff, so...
That sounds like a parody title. Small grid gone large.
I mean, the other name for it is small grid gone wild.
Of course.
So yeah. But no, I've done a decent amount of small grid-ish work, basically.
Gravity is the weakest force of attraction, unless you're human-sized. And then it's a very, very significant force of attraction for you.
Working on speed air.
The only thing more attractive is my rates on patreon.com/lying.
Oh dear.
No? Nothing? Really?
What?
Did you miss me saying that?
I was peeling an orange.
It's the first time anyone has ever said that to me.
What, that they were peeling an orange? Ah! I almost dropped my orange.
Well, you've been attacked by it for a second.
Yes, I was attacked by a citrus fruit.
Wouldn't be the first time.
What? When was the last time I got attacked by a citrus fruit?
Well, you in particular, I don't know.
Okay, when was the last time you got attacked by a citrus fruit?
When a lemon killed my father.
Okay. Sure. Okay.
What model of lemon? I believe it was a Kia.
What?
Sorry, is my wordplay tonight a bit much for you?
I mean, I woke up like 20 minutes before the start of the stream, so, you know.
Right, yes, I'm so sorry.
Nothing for you to apologize.
I drive a Kia, thank you. Well, you're welcome, Lily. Or Lowin, sorry.
Ah, bugger. Late.
Oh dear.
Well, could do with a shipment at this point. Fine.
Okay, what do you need?
I'm gonna need... I'm basically just gonna need steel plate as much as you can carry.
Alright. Well, I should be able to fill this thing pretty heavily with it. Whoop, that's all. I think I've gotten the hang of the drill.
How's that handling, by the way?
It's handling pretty well. It hasn't fully gotten through the rock layer yet. But it's getting there.
That's fine, just means you're still getting nickel and stuff.
Meanwhile, I think the well drill needs another piston on it. Alright, how many steel plates am I making?
As many as you can fit in the truck a week.
I'll go with 1,000 then.
Can you fit more than that?
I don't know, but I can craft that many.
Fair enough. Sorry, everyone. If it looks like I'm staring at just the survival kit setup, everyone, it's because I'm still peeling an orange.
Thrilling content.
Apologies, but I'm hungry. I didn't have lunch or breakfast.
Dinner.
Or dinner, for that matter. You have several questions you don't know if you want the answers to. Well, ask them anyway, Lydia. You won't know if you don't want the answers to them unless you ask them. And get the answers. After which, once you've got the answers, then you'll know if you wanted the answers in the first place.
I forget, did you turn up our carrying capacity?
Yes.
Right. Just want to know, because usually I can carry like 200 steel plates. And since the Trickleweed does not have an inventory connection to the base, only a power connection, that would be somewhat tedious.
Mm-hmm. Obviously, Lydia, the lemon has a knife. It can probably murder you.
You're not wrong, is the disturbing thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, also, a lemon is a term for something that was a bit of a dud buy.
Yeah.
Like a bad purchase. Hence my joke about Kias.
I don't know. Kias have been pretty reliable. Then again, my grandmother drives a Kia, so...
Ah, yes, your grandmother that lives near Richard Hammond.
No, that's the other one.
Your other grandma?
Hmm?
You have more than one?
Yes?
Must be nice.
Did you never have more than one grandmother lying?
Well, once upon a time, but the economy was better back then.
Uh-huh. Okay. Right. Cool. Steel plate. Steel plate.
Currently at about 400 steel plates. And climate.
Good.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
But yeah, you should be able to carry around about 700 to 800 plates.
We can, or Trickle we can?
In your inventory.
Okay.
Inventory full.
There's another fruit better. So,
Not wrong.
do I remember Attack of the Killer Tomato? No, I don't, Titan.
Oh, memories. And the TV series, too.
Uh-huh.
Well, apparently this assembler is currently still crafting steel plates, and yet I don't actually see them going anywhere.
Might be some piecing.
Mayhaps. Either way, I've got over 500, so I'll carry those over to you.
Lovely.
Whilst there's still sun. Cruise control engaged. Here I come.
Okay.
I might need to top up the power when I get there, but nonetheless, here I come. But the iron mine is still not exactly a primo power supply.
Yeah. Hopefully. Able to. Power generate. Warehouse. Okay, this is larger.
The Nevermore?
No, the dockyard.
Or the Nevermore?
Well, yeah.
Oh, Critters. Kevin Bacon was so good.
The only thing I remember Kevin Bacon from is Footloose, and that is it.
Really?
Yep.
He has such a diverse filmography.
Does he?
Yes! Kevin Bacon's like one of the most prolific living artists.
Oh. Like, I remember him
To
from
the
one
point
thing,
that
and
you
that
can
is-
measure someone's connectivity by connecting them to Kevin Bacon through his filmography. I have a Bacon number.
You have a bacon number?
I have a Bacon number.
The fuck is a bacon?
It's the number of connections between you and Kevin Bacon.
Okay.
I believe my Bacon number is 6. It might have gone down.
I'm confused. How does one calculate the bacon number?
Okay, say Kevin Bacon is in a movie with John. And then Stacy is in a separate movie with John. Stacy's Bacon number is now 1. Or 2, I forget which.
Right.
On and on and on. So every degree of separation away.
Uh-huh.
And my bacon number is 6, I think. Somewhere in that vicinity. Fairly low.
Interesting.
I've literally had people ask me to be in their production so that they can so that their production can then have a bacon number.
That's... You know that's weird, right?
Yeah. It was mostly for, like, jokes, but either way.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
One film I need to see that is hard to get. Dr. Giggle? I'm not gonna lie, that sounds like a horror movie.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
One of them horror films that mad people kill themselves for making it. That doesn't sound like...
Those are myths. Every single one of them.
doesn't
I am
sound like
confident in
something
this
I'd watch
statement. They are
anyway.
myths.
Inventory full.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, Titan. Horror is not my thing. At all.
Oh,
I don't do horror.
it's
Like,
very much my thing.
okay, here's the thing. I will happily write horror, and I will script and produce horror. I will not watch horror. It's... yeah. Like, I'm the sort of person that will happily create the most disturbing imagery in the world, but will not watch it. It's... yeah. It's a weird one, I guess. Like, the current ending to the Unlikely Reunion series is horror-based.
Will this be spoilers?
No. I'm not going to spoil anything properly, that. But I am going to say go harass Sliver, because I still need those voice lines, and he hasn't finished them yet. I need to get episode 5 out at some point within this year.
That would be nice, wouldn't it?
I'm kidding. Don't go harassing. Sliver's got a lot on his plate, just like everyone else in this world.
Yeah. But we did have some good news today.
Oh?
The UK Supreme Court threw out the Bellevue Tavistock counter, I guess.
Ooh.
Which means that minors in England are once again legally able to consent to puberty blockers.
Oh, thank fuck for that.
Doesn't make my treatment any better, but that was still horrible.
Yeah. Hey, it's a step in the right direction. Well, that's good to know, Titan. I'm never watching it. Like, as I said, horror is not my thing. A lot of films and stuff that people classify as horror, I just won't watch because I don't enjoy horror. At least I don't enjoy watching horror. I do enjoy writing horror, though. I do enjoy that.
currently trying to figure out how I'm actually able to recharge the truckle weight at this depot. Or if, for that matter.
I can build a connection point for.
I actually think that this depot is too small for the truckle weight to dock at.
Which one?
Hmm.
Which
This
depot?
is the UCA rover refueling post.
Oh, yeah, I don't think those have... I don't think you'll be able to complete that.
I'll give it a shot.
I don't know that it even has a connection.
Oh, it has two. It's just they're through a gate and kind of indoors, and
Yeah,
therefore relies on a very specific size of vehicle.
well, it's designed for a rover, not that.
Yeah, I don't think I'm getting this. A pity. Never played 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon. Oh, Hot Fog, Shining, Alien. Oh, some glorious movies. Highly recommend them even if you don't like horror.
I mean... At the end of the day, I've never enjoyed horror as a genre for entertainment purposes. Like, I enjoy it as I said, for writing, but not for personal entertainment. New season of Digimon? Digimon is still going?
Digimon has a fresh series.
Really? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. I mean, at the moment I've just been enjoying the Owl House.
Oh, so good. Canon gaze. Canon gaze, and it's very, very clear and obvious.
Yeah, that is good. I do enjoy it.
To the point where at one point Ida has to tell so-and-so to, like, yeah, we get it, stop saying it.
Like, not just canon gays, canon non-binaries as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like race.
Not a single word even against it, just, yep, they're they.
There they.
They're they.
Exist.
There they are.
Yeah. I'm really happy with the representation in the Owl House, and I know that the creators have had to scale back a lot of it, but at the same time, what they've managed to get away with without Disney going is
Well, they probably did, but yes.
really good. Well, yeah, they probably did, but still. Like, I'm really happy with it so far. Like, it's been really, really good in general.
Right, inbound. Turn on the antenna so you can see me as well.
Lovely.
This trip is a lot less daunting when you can see the mountain.
Understandably.
Seven and a half kilometers out.
You're okay.
I only have about 600 plates on me, but that should tide you over a bit.
Maybe for
And then
a few-
hopefully next trip I'll have the cargo module.
Mhm. And drill.
Okay, flying in overhead.
Yep, I see you.
I have about 5 minutes of power, so I may need to stop to recharge for a bit.
I'll need to build you a connector.
I've just been telling my stream about the animes I've been watching lately. Have you seen Spy Family?
Spy X Family? Yes, I have! It's one of the few animes that I have been watching.
Everyone has like wisdom as a dub stat, I will have it. Every single person.
It's really fun. Like, I was watching it the other day and I was just like, I'm mildly interested. This looks neat. I'm gonna watch it.
Personally, I can't get the OP of your boy Kong Ming out of my head. Yes, same. It's like the catchiest thing this season. I have not a single clue what any of it means, but it is very catchy. Alright, where am I docking?
For now you're gonna have to land on the ground because I don't have a connector in yet.
Damn you, Chinese tactician, you planned for this. Yeah, there is definitely a joke going around that the catchiness of your boy Kong Ming's opening theme is in fact part of Kong Min's strategy.
Interesting.
Ah yes, I shall make Ico very popular by making an extremely catchy earworm of an opening theme. Alright, delivery's here.
Lovely. Thank you. So welcome to, I guess, home base.
I was aiming for B&Q. presume some part of this is because of the scale of the Netherwall.
Yes. So
What is this exactly?
This is my mining system to essentially deepen the depth of the harbor, so that we can actually fit the Nevermore inside it.
Because it's not a freshwater ship, then I take it.
No,
Right.
it's got a very deep hull, basically.
Right.
Find some stone. Back to this again.
Well, grab your steel plates.
I will. Not like you can leave it touched up anyway.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
I'm sure the words you typed meant something, Titan, but I'm gonna be honest, anime is not really my thing. Like, there are very few animes that I do actually watch, and
Oh, High School DxD. I remember that, yeah.
Inventory full.
yeah, it's not my thing. It might be Lion's thing, not mine. Like, I'm more a Western style animation kind of person. Live action, well, or machinima. Well, that's sort of my wheel.
Trickleweed is having a swim. And in the process, it can get some ice for hydrogen. Trying to think what else I've been watching recently.
I've been watching.
I've been watching Moon Knight in the formats that frequently happens when I don't have direct access to something. Which is to say, a lot of distinct, discrete clips of it on YouTube.
Oh, I have a site that I use.
Do you now? Is it Disney Plus?
No, it's not. You think I can afford to pay for things?
I certainly can't.
Exactly. You can't, then I definitely can't.
Wait, you're worse off than I am?
Technically,
Doubt.
Oh, no, I definitely can. You at least have the ability to save up a little.
It's fun that you think that.
Whereas I'm on the other end of things where I am steadily losing money on a regular basis to the point where I can barely pay the rent. So, yeah. It is what it is.
Yeah, I did actually get around to calling for, like doing a phone call for Pip recently, so there's that.
I'm still waiting to hear back on their assessment stuff. I've been waiting to hear back on their assessment stuff for 6 months. Okay, you have a
Yeah.
connector.
Hooray! I can de-submerge the truckleweed. Okay, where is connector?
Connector is over here.
Yep, I see you. So this weird trench full of small rock.
That's where I've been mining. It's going to go underneath a building, so I'm like, okay, I can mine here without ruining the landscape.
Inventory full.
I am now connected, but I note that I should not turn off the thrusters,
Mm-hmm. Right.
because I can't
Oh, yeah.
park on anything.
Well, no, you can turn. Oh, right, yeah, no.
Yeah, connectors have a limit.
What do you mean?
Well, if I turned off the thrusters on this thing, it will drop. And if I turn the batteries to recharge, I think it'll also drop.
Well, no, the connectors will keep it hanging there. As long as the connector is locked together, fine.
Yeah.
Not that that makes a difference, because while it's connected...
I don't trust like it.
While the thrusters are connected... While the vehicle is connected to the connector, the thrusters won't fire.
Person, meanwhile, has been heavily enamored by Jujutsu Kaisen. And they finally got me to finish watching Link Click. Which, I say it got me, they finally tortured me by watching the end of Link Click.
Interesting.
It's a very emotion show.
Uh-huh.
So much emotion.
Take your...
Yeah, that's 16.4k ice for the road.
Lovely. Hopefully next time you're here, you should have a full ice and hydrogen mining setup.
And same as well for the iron mine.
Yeah.
Which I should
Might build-
probably get back to.
I might design myself a little vehicle craft that I can land here and stuff with.
Let's see, fully recharged in 2 hours. If I don't put this on recharge mode.
Why haven't you?
Because I'm afraid that this trickleweed will collapse onto the floor if I do.
If it does, the floor is like 2 feet below it, not a massive hole. If you put it on recharge mode, it'll recharge a hell of a lot faster.
Not wrong, but if this tumbles to the ground, I'm blaming you.
Inventory full.
Your memory, not mine.
Fully recharged in 2 hours.
No.
It in fact made no difference because there is very little power.
I suppose.
So I might as well just fly home now, I guess. Worst
yeah,
comes to worst,
I
I've got
know
time.
exactly what show you're talking about, Titan, and I hate that I can recognize exactly what show you're talking about just from those words. The question is, are you talking about the original or the
Nissan.
technically remake?
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Eduardo. The show that made a generation of cosplayers utterly horrified at the sight of a wig on a dog.
Yep.
Well, more so than Sadako did, anyways.
Here's the thing. I've watched Full Metal Alchemist. I've never watched Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
I would definitely recommend Brotherhood. I'm not going to say that the original series was outright bad, but they're extremely competent creatures.
Like, I was looking at Brotherhood for ages, and I was like, I want to watch this, but I do not have the time. And then it just became a thing of, I don't have time to do anything right now.
And then the pandemic hit, and we suddenly all had so much time.
Yeah, except for those of us whose job didn't get affected by the pandemic.
Yeah.
And in fact got more busy because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
Inventory full.
One of the other reasons that I want to dig this trench area out is so that I can put the hydrogen refining relatively low down. So that essentially so that I can actually that
You can actually there.
essentially so that I can so that I don't have to worry about the tide. There we go. That is something that we have to worry about.
Yes, I just managed to put the entire truckleweed underwater, for instance.
And now the tide's going back out, so...
I have 4 hours of power if I'm just sat like this. I have about 8 minutes if I'm actually
Flying.
moving.
Yeah. We need more power generation.
The
I'm
hydrogen
trying to
engine is going, so there's that. They're both full, so there's... I guess it's a question of how low a power can I go to before this thing plummets from the sky.
Answer?
If I can try and do the trip home, but if I lose power midway, I'm falling down a mountain. But conversely, if I try to take a lower altitude flight, I could just get stuck in the middle of nowhere because it'll be longer.
Well, in the meantime, you can help me drill some stone.
Fine. I guess. We worked out it's like 15 kilometers that we start to like render in, right?
Around about that, yeah.
Right. So I can't go see how the Iron Mine's doing from here with spectator cam.
Probably not.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
It surprises me that the Iron Mine apparently has way better power than here does. And the only difference really is that there's like 4 extra turbines on it.
I mean, that's a pretty big difference, realistically speaking.
Inventory.
Yeah, I don't tend to think of wind turbines as being high power though, at least not in this game. Like they're basically free.
I suppose.
Free generally tends to mean cruddy.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not good power. Like, the best power you can get, realistically, is uranium.
I mean, yeah, of course.
But, again, reactors are sort of just like a big battery. They're like hydrogen.
Inventory
You
full.
just stick stuff inside them to run them.
Where am I sticking this stuff?
You see the refinery there?
Of where? Ah, yes, I
Okay.
do. It looks like we're losing the light too.
Oh, I suppose it's a good set off then, because sleep.
So, those beds, huh?
I'm working on it. Oh, I'm not trying to get the inside nice and flat, Stephen. That's not going to be visible to anyone. The, this is for, curved section. Under the water. There we go. We have a pair of beds. Why are you grinding off the...
So that I can move it to a place where the where the truck.
Alright.
I know we've established it's fine, but I don't feel I don't trust it.
Oh, goodness. It was temporary, so... Cool. Oh, that's weird. Huh.
Huh?
Hey, Lion, come over here. Oh, wait, no, it's not. Oh, no, there it goes.
What's up?
Tell me if you're seeing some weird particles off of this piston.
You mean from the part where it's colliding with the ladder?
No, from the part where it's in the water and it looks like bubbles. Yeah.
I see the same white flecks I've seen on the water everywhere, no bubbles.
Weird. Must be a host.
Let's sleep.
Okay.
Have you put the beds in a weird orientation?
Yep.
Yes, you have. I have to... Seriously? How is this even... Ay. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. You had every opportunity to not do that, and yet...
Mm-hmm. Failed at the first hurdle.
Alright, I might have enough power to get back.
Might.
Might. It's like 15 minutes or so.
You sure you want to risk that?
We do seem to have a running theme of me trashing my ships.
Do you want to continue that theme?
I have this on a blueprint. Plenty of iron.
Hi.
Theoretically, it should be fine.
Theoretic. Uh-huh.
Theoretically. Also, I've got the hashing engines going, that's more power.
Suppose. Alright. Good luck.
Yeah, I think I've got enough power.
Alright.
If it gets really worrying, then I'll just go in for a landing. I'll just descend.
Hmm.
It uses nearly no power at all when it's descending.
I think I'll make myself interesting little rotational thrust VTOL craft.
Ew.
They're getting to and from bases. I think that'll be something that has its thrusters on rotors, but it turns from horizontal to vertical flight and stuff. I think that would be.
That would be cool. How do you plan? How exactly do you intend to control it?
Whips rotor thruster subgrid control script.
Ah, so somebody else's code. Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't do code line. You know that.
Why not?
Because it gives me a headache. Like, I will happily write a 5,000 word essay on, I don't know, something. But coding, no. I shout at things enough as it is. I don't want to be shouting at ducks as well.
But the ducks like it.
Do they though?
They
Do
enjoy
they?
being part of the process. They like being included.
Uh-huh.
Inventory full.
We just got a Terraria world called Tainted Labyrinth of Bees.
Could be worse. Could be
Be-
Labyrinth of Bee Taint.
Uh-huh.
Would that or would that not be worse?
Yeah, no, objectively that is worse.
I have 3 minutes to cover 11 kilometers.
Is that how much
This-
power you have left?
Yep. This might be close.
Inventory full. Inventory.
It goes to 6 if I'm making it descend, though, so there's that. As long as I'm going downhill, I'm fine.
Careful.
Well, the aerodynamics are kind of helping me in that regard, because as long as I'm descending, I'm actually on a glide, a fairly gentle glide at that.
I mean, give it wings and it'll glide properly.
Well, that's good enough so far. I'm over the last of the mountains I need to cover, at least.
Inventory full.
So I can afford to come in much lower. Six kilometers in 2 minutes.
You can do this, Lang. I believe in you.
Let's see, I'm traveling at an average of 65 kilometers per second, so in 100 seconds that'll be 600 meters. It's gonna be tight. I'm not gonna say it won't be close.
Inventory full.
Game is getting very stuttery real quick. Not a fan of this.
But you are slowly loading in all the bases of that. I think
Okay. I'm about 2 kilometers out, and I am taking a rest while the engines work. Okay, by coming to a gentle stop for a moment, I've gained an extra minute.
nice.
And I'm now traveling at about 25 meters per second, about 6 meters off the ground. I am now a hover truck. Just like Jonathan Ford's intended.
Four.
Also, it means if I lose power mid-flight, I've got less distance to fall.
That's fair.
Just have to dodge the trees. Less than a kilometer. My savvy piloting has saved me. Probably. Cruise control has saved my life here. Thank you, 20% power saving. Compared to just having the thruster override on all the time. Ah. Iron Bazaar, sweet Iron Bazaar. Grand and good. Wonder how the iron's doing. Oh, we have a lot of iron. Yes, we have a lot of iron. Are you
I
okay?
almost just killed myself.
Oh dear. Don't do that.
Fine. I was welding up her wind turbine. I ran out of hydrogen.
I actually have to turn the drills off. The drills have backed up to full on iron.
Oh. Oh. That's good.
Yeah, my drill is working very nicely. Has dug
What do you
quite a
mean
pit in my
your
abs.
drill?
It's my drill.
I built it?
About that.
What did you do?
I built a drill.
You built it...
A better, bluer drill.
Did you just paint my drill blue? Is that what you've done?
God no, I'd never take credit for that thing.
Uh-huh.
It dug in donuts, for God's sake.
Well, yeah, that was sort of the point.
Well, now we have a proper drill that actually dug a whole few 100,000 iron while I was away.
Oh, you really have just replaced my drill with something that cannot extend out to the side at all.
Doesn't need to.
It does.
Not right now.
It does need to, Line. These iron deposits are huge.
This I understood, but it's
They don't
fine.
go deep. They go wide. That's why I designed the drill the way I did, because it needed to go wide.
This is fine, at least for now, and when it's done we'll have more iron than we will ever need to actually build an even bigger one.
Fine. Fine. Do
Look
you.
at what it's already done. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm looking
Your
at...
drill that required a master's PhD to actually use
My
got
drill
about
required
slightly
barely
there.
anything to use. Well, yeah, because it was on 2 drills and it was... Well, you didn't know how to control it, so...
Yeah, because you started trying to explain it to me and my eyes went cross-eyed.
And you think that... Oh... Whatever.
I can control that with one timer block, it's fine.
Yeah, it's simple and it doesn't expand. I will leave that iron mine in your capable hands and I will build another drill over at the magnesium mine. Okay.
Additional bonus, my drill is significantly loopier than yours.
I mean... Yes?
It has very thick pipes. Iron mine may be out of cobalt.
Oh dear. I will need to run to a cobalt mine.
Yeah, I need to, that'll have to be next time because I definitely need to recharge.
Hmm.
Tons and tons and tons of steel plates, though.
Hmm.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Let's see, how far away is his cobalt mine?
About halfway between. How much is it?
I don't have it marked, apparently.
Like the GPS?
Yes, please.
Nope.
Well, I barely made it here with about 8 minutes of power, so I don't think I'm making that trip today.
I mean, if you had a wheeled vehicle,
I'd still need power.
less so. Vehicle's better up front. Find it.
Well, the Truckleweed will currently be fully recharged in 2 days.
Hmm.
Or 18 minutes if I set them all to recharge.
Yeah, you know, could do that.
Yeah. In the meantime, I guess I'll continue working on the well.
Captain Dino CEO, thank you for the follow, my friend, and welcome to the stream. Welcome.
Inventory full.
We hope that it is. I apologize for being quiet this evening. A bit out of whack, apparently. I'm not sure that I would qualify as an engineer of quality, Captain Dino, but I try
I've seen
my
your
best.
engineering.
Yeah, my engineering is cool. Yours is debatable.
Hey! You made a drill that carved in donuts.
Yes, I made a drill that was designed to expand to the largest possible edges with the minimum amount of parts, while also being able to come to the center at the same time, so that it could drill as much as possible without needing to be replaced once it had done its job.
Uh-huh.
And it would have worked
That the story you're taking?
if you'd learned how to use it properly.
I would have been better off programming something to control that thing.
I mean, you might as well have. I'm gonna build another one.
I'm sure. Meanwhile, my drill got us several 100,000 iron in one stream.
Yeah, well. Perfection takes time.
I think we're about halfway to the water table as well. Not sure. Somewhere in
Yeah,
that
Lydia
vicinity.
liked the donut drill. I think the donut drill was cool.
It would be very, very simple to make a sideways drill in the scale of hole I've made.
I wasn't going for simplicity, I was going for efficiency.
I don't think what you made counts as efficient.
I think.
What I made counts as efficient.
No, yours is more... Well, I wouldn't say it's efficient. I'll say that much.
Got through this hole faster.
I mean, fast doesn't mean efficient. Like,
And with less
it
fat.
may be speedy, but it's not resource efficient. You'll have to keep replacing parts.
And I suppose your drill would not in any fashion require the addition of more pistons.
No.
Doubts. Severe, intense doubts.
No, it wouldn't. The iron deposit only goes down so far, and the outer pistons would allow the outside drills to extend a lot further. So basically what it would do is it would drill down as far as it could go, and then it would come up again while spinning, and those outer drills would go round the edge of the hole as it comes up and make the hole wider, and repeat the process up and down until it had drilled out a massive area.
Well, I can see from spectator cam exactly how deep this iron deposit is.
Mm-hmm. Alright, good night, Titan. Have a good evening.
And my drill is about halfway and it hasn't even finished yet. Think of this as providing you a spacious staging ground for your drill. How's that?
Spacious. It didn't need a staging
With a
ground.
lot of resources to make it however you like as well. In fact, it's nearly reached the bottom of the testing drill, I think. There's a divot in the middle that is definitely not mine.
Everything's fine.
It has occurred to me that my main accomplishments tonight are lying to you and back twice. Instead of actually doing anything that we didn't already have going. Bleh.
See.
Problem?
Okay.
How bad a problem?
Not too bad a problem. Headaches. Not so.
Inventory full.
down it.
How are you doing, Lucian?
Getting there.
Been awfully quiet.
Yes. There we go.
I feel like I've spent a lot of this stream not being able to see anything nearby.
That's probably...
It's now very foggy and I can't see anything. What's up?
Just one of my hinges.
Weirdly, how?
It's not following. It might be that I just don't have enough power.
That seems fairly likely to me.
It's not. It's just floating. Fine. Weird. Well, the good news is that I have 103,000 stone now. Oh, wait, no, make that 200,000 stone.
Cute.
Oh, that will help set up the base over here. Right, I should point out, Lying, that we are about half an hour over our usual stream time.
We are indeed.
I think it is probably a good time. I think we're both flagging a little bit at this point.
A little
as
bit,
well.
yes.
Just a little bit. Yeah.
I'm just getting a couple of solar panels done, and then I'll be good for go, I think.
Mm-hmm. Good, good, good. Okay. I've managed up part of what we need. Dockyards. Adapted. Which is good. Need to, but that's fine. I might do some off-camera work to get all of busy, like, bits and pieces, the tiny little that aren't particularly interesting to watch on stream done.
Yeah. Well, it's also now pitch black here.
Ah, yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna not make the same mistake I did last time, and I'm gonna get in bed.
Okay.
Of course, now my screen is basically pitch black as well, because there's no lights by the beds.
Yeah.
Ah.
Well, anyway, thank you all very much
That's
for
part
joining
of
us, Daddy. You can go and check out Lying over at twitch.tv/lyinginbedmon or youtube.com/_lying, as
No.
well as... No?
That is possibly the most wrong you've ever been about it, actually.
Really? God.
youtube.com/flyingtube.
Lying Tube. Right. I'm thinking _lying because that's the name of your account that you use on the World of Madness.
Yeah, it used to be Lying in Bedmon, but then nobody called me Lying in Bedmon, so there wasn't much point in having it. But yeah.
I guess. Anyway. And of course, patreon.com/lying as well. I have all of my socials linked below the stream. Yeah, thank you all very much for joining us this evening, everybody. I am going to go and throw a raid at a Directed Energy, who is currently playing Space Engineers. Have a very good evening, everyone, and a very, very